Hi from Jamaica. We are sitting on top of the mountain at Good Hope Retreat. It's our last night here, and we were discussing some of the really cool experiences we had, and I thought we'd make a video to share those with you guys. This is what we're seeing every evening. This beautiful view. And let's start with you, Mike. I'm going to turn the camera around and start with you. Okay, it's on.
Oh.
Okay, so talk about some of the first things you notice when we get into Jamaica.
Nobody in Jamaica can drive at all.
This is going public, so you might...
It's fine. We all get along down here.
The airport was on the beach. When the plane pulls up, you land right next to the sand. The runway's in the sand.
It feels like you're landing into the ocean.
But you're not.
But you're not.
Yeah. Okay. All of the Jamaican natives have separate lines at the airport, which was totally different for me. Because it was just like, almost like stepping back into time where things were a little more segregated. Mm-hmm.
It's like, yaman. What else?
He's not taking this seriously. I'm not. Okay, so we drove into town. We met our driver there, Ron. He's super nice. He's a friend of the family, the hosts through the Airbnb that we booked. Great guy, very friendly. Didn't mind all of my questions about the culture and socialism and the way the community works here, so that was pretty cool. He was very patient with me.
He's got a lot of patience.
I ask a lot of questions. So we drove into town and saw pictures of the way different people live. We were through different parts of town. So like the ride to the airport's about an hour and 45 minutes. And we drove through like really poor areas where there were lots of beggars, but we also drove through some areas that had some really large houses. When they go around curves here on the mountain where we're at, you can't see around it, and everybody drives on the left side of the road.
Correct.
So they just honk several times, and you hope that whoever's on the other side of that is courteous enough to listen.
Yes.
We pulled up to a town, and in the really busy parts of towns where it's very congested, you have to go really slow, so you don't hit pedestrians or other cars. If you get too
crossing
or goats, yeah, there's goats everywhere.
Everywhere.
So we were in a part of town where we had to kind of be a little bit slow, and my window was down because it's super hot, super humid, like as humid as you can possibly get. Oklahoma's got nothing on Jamaica. And there's a bunch of children playing in the stream where the mountain water flows down, and we went real slow so as not to hit anybody, and this little boy, how old was he? Maybe, did you see him? Maybe
a bunch of them.
Bunch of little boys out there. And so I stuck my head out to look, and it almost went in slow motion for me, and this little boy put his hand right up on my face, right up on it, and just smiled at me with the biggest, most beautiful, bright teeth. And so that kind of surprised me. There's really not very many white people here. There's a few. One of our hosts, he is a Caucasian man, but he's from Jamaica, born and raised here. So that was different.
All the white people are in Montego Bay, not out in the country, where we're at.
Yeah, so when they say country boys down here, it's totally different than what Oklahoma has. The country boys here live in the rainforest. Mm-hmm. A lot of times they farm. They learn how to fix everything. They can walk anywhere because cars are really hard to get up this mountain.
Yes. Everybody needs a Jeep. but they don't have it.
Maybe that's a good idea for us to move to Jamaica. Everything's way more relaxed here. People are so friendly for the most part. They all ask if you're enjoying Jamaica or you're enjoying their beach or you're enjoying the mountain, and that's really cool. Oh, the hike up the mountain. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah, right?
Mile and a half, somewhere in between there.
Yes, mile and a half.
It's not too bad going down to town because it's mostly downhill. But going back home when you're tired from being in the hot humidity all day, that's something. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes,
it's a lot. Kisses taste better here in Jamaica.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Everybody smokes the manja.
Ganja.
Ganja, yeah. There's several different names for it.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a good mood down here.
Yeah, they really are. So what we were told is that it is legal for Jamaican natives to smoke it here, but not to buy it. So everybody pretty much just grows their own. Lots and lots of ganja. Everywhere you go, somebody is offering you weed.
Everywhere.
And
the
then
bathrooms, everywhere.
Yeah, the bathrooms, the street, the fruit market, anywhere. The restaurants. We were in Negril, which is a more touristy area, but we went there to have it to go to the craft market, which was super cool. And we stopped for virgin pina coladas on the beach, and this man, actually, how many people were at that bar, do you think? Maybe
5 or 6.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
But then it got busier. So somewhere 5 or 6 when we started, then it maybe got up to about 10.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody there is smoking a joint. Like everybody. And they didn't understand that we didn't want it, which was funny. Then there was the big guy, the big bald guy.
Trying to sell some mushrooms?
He just offered them. He didn't even ask you to pay for them.
I remember that. I remember him trying to sell it to us.
He tried to give us mushrooms. Magic mushrooms, he said.
Yeah.
We did not partake. Then the woman that he was with came over and started rubbing my shoulders and asked if she could give me a massage with aloe, because I was obviously sunburned. See, my white girl skin didn't do quite as well as I would have liked for it to. But I told her no because it would hurt and I was sunburned, and so she offered to put aloe on me, like fresh aloe, and I was like, no, I bought some, and she said it's different in the bottle. But she finally left, and then she tried to braid my hair, which would have been really cool, but I'm glad I didn't, because the salt water makes your hair really dry and sticky, so the first thing you want to do when you get home is wash it.
Yes. Lesson learned. Real aloe is much better.
Oh yeah, talk about the aloe.
Yeah, it totally pulls the burn right out of your skin.
Like completely out. Like when you can put it on the skin and then it turns, we should do that for the video. It turns kind of pink and purple later in the day, and then it just like comes right off like jelly. It's super strange.
It's cool.
It is cool.
It's very cool.
Works a lot better than that $20 bottle with lidocaine that we bought. It just wasn't good. Oh, the food. The food here is remarkable. I mean, everything is fresh. Everything is fresh. Not a lot of dairy is eaten here. Not a lot of cheese. Not a lot of milk products. So everything just makes your gut feel so clean. Like my stomach has never felt better as it has eating the way they eat here. Everything is, even when they fry something, it doesn't taste greasy, which is interesting. What else? Oh, the bugs. Let's talk about the bugs. Let's talk about the Jamaican bugs. Micah, talk about the Jamaican bugs.
There's a lot of bugs.
They big bugs.
They all happy. They want to bite white women.
White meat only.
For example, white women.
That would be me. Yes. Lots of fire ants, and their fire ants here pack a punch. Rainforest fire ants are no joke. We sleep with a mosquito net on at night.
It's a joke.
The mosquito net works. It's just that
Americans don't know how to use it.
right. Yesterday, actually, our second day here, Geneva said she would show us how to do the mosquito net. And so we really appreciated that, but we still somehow didn't get it quite right. So when she came to change our sheets on Thursday, we'd already been here Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday. We'd already been here like 6 days. And she said, you guys still don't have the mosquito net tucked? And we were like, oh. So hopefully tonight will be better on that, you think?
Hopefully. If you don't move around, it's fine.
But I'm a flipper and a flopper.
There he is. Food.
Food. Hi.
Hey again, Sean. Ooh.